Hello, my fellow gamers. Gamer Dude back once again, bringing you some more informative gaming news. But before we begin, y'all know the routine, or at least I hope you do by now. If you are new to the channel, please make sure you smash that like button and drop me a subscribe because it would just be your good deed of the day. Now then, getting right into it. The game franchise that everybody thought was long dead and buried is making a triumphant return. Yes, that is Mafia. A brand new Mafia game, Mafia the Old Country, has been announced to be released in late 2025. And it is a return to its roots. It's set even before the first Mafia game in early 1900s Sicily. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down what this means for the Mafia franchise. If it is indeed just a prequel to the existing series, if it's going to be a rehash or a reboot, and what it means for the future of the franchise in general. So let's get right into the video. Now, Mafia the Old Country is officially coming out next year, and it will be taking players back to the gritty underworld of 1900 Sicily, which is great. Because especially in the definitive edition of the first Mafia game, you really feel like you're back there. You know, it really does take you back in time. And I loved that game when it first came out on the PS2. You know, it was so advanced for what it was. You know, you had refueling cars, you had police bribes, you had the lot. It was a fantastic game, and they really did do a great job remastering it in the definitive edition. Developer Hangar 13, known for its work on the Mafia series, has confirmed that the new entry will be available on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC via Steam from day one of launch. So that's great for you PC players that keep bitching and moaning that games aren't available for you on day one. So, shut up. Unlike Mafia 3, which arguably didn't do very well, you know, it didn't sell very well, it wasn't the game that Hangar 13 thought it was going to be. And after that, everybody thought that the Mafia franchise was dead and buried. And Mafia 3 was, of course, set in the late 1960s, which was towards the end of the Mafia's reign of terror in Central America. Now, the Old Country shifts the timeline backwards to before the events of even the first game. Now, the game is said to offer a mob story rooted in the dangerous streets of early 20th century Sicily. The game promises an immersive experience filled with the authentic realism and rich storytelling that the Mafia franchise is famous for. Hangar 13 first hinted at this project 2 years ago, and now the reveal gives fans a taste of what's to come. A teaser trailer highlights the intense survival-driven gameplay, with more details set to be unveiled this December. Now, whether or not this is just going to be one of those story-based games where you get teeny bits of free mode here and there, but you know, while you're traveling between missions, so it gives you a chance, I don't know, to buy new weapons or buy new clothes, or whether you're going to have general free mode between missions and you can do anything the hell you want. So in Mafia 1, 2, and 3, between missions, you could rob stores. Of course, in Mafia 3, they introduced taking over territories. Mafia 2, you could modify cars. So whether or not they do that is still yet unclear. But it's kind of hard to think that they wouldn't do that, because when they introduced it in Mafia 2, in fact, the concept was actually still kind of there in Mafia 1. It's what, you know, apart from the whole gritty Mafia story, it's what makes the game interesting. You know, it like adds that extra bit of play. You know, if you don't want to go around killing people, if you just want to have some fun outside of the story and outside of the parameters of the game, you can just drive around robbing stores or drive around killing a bunch of people. Essentially, you play Grand Theft Auto in free mode in the 1930s, which is excellent. But anyway, to celebrate the announcement, the previous Mafia games, including both original versions and their remastered editions, are actually now currently discounted on Steam and the PlayStation Store. Now, there isn't actually much to be told on Mafia the Old Country so far. All we've had is a promotional video, which was about 30 to 40 seconds long, and we've had a couple of screenshots. Obviously, I can't include these for copyright reasons. I don't want to get blocked again, because if I get blocked again, I'll lose my streaming capabilities forever, because I've already had a 90-day streaming ban. So I don't want to do that. But anyway, if you haven't seen the promotional footage and promotional pictures for it, I do recommend you check them out, because this year, Gamescom actually, they gave us quite a bit, they gave us quite a lot in terms of what's coming out. We got that promotional image of Kratos standing in a modern day 20th century city, based on a series of Amazon short series that are coming out soon. We got a lot from Gamescom this year, and Mafia Sicily was just one of the hyping announcements that people are looking forward to. We also got an update on Crash Bandicoot 5 and Spyro and why that was cancelled. We got information on a potential new Batman game that's coming out, which is going to be based on the Robert Pattinson movies. So it's a change from the whole Arkham series. But anyway, I digress. This is about Mafia. Now, if you are a fan of the original Mafia trilogy, then you know how hyped you are for this new game. And like I said, whether or not it's a continuation of that series, if it's just a prequel of that series, or if it's an actual remake that's going to create a new series, is yet to be unveiled. It's yet to be known. But I do think, and I do believe, because it's from the same developers, they've not passed it on to anyone else, I do think it's just going to be a prequel to the original trilogy. At least I hope it is. I would love to see a completely new Mafia franchise. Even if it starts from this one in Sicily and builds up to what happened in the original trilogy. So they don't completely retcon it; they just build up to what happened into the first Mafia game. That would be really cool as well. I really kind of do hope they do something like that, because I don't like retcons, and I rarely like prequels. It's rare that I enjoy prequel games. But this one, I will make an exception for. There are a few others I make exceptions for as well, but this one I will. I pretty much grew up playing games like Grand Theft Auto and Mafia. So I love these games from a young age. And when you get a game like Mafia, there's just so much to do. There's so much of a challenge. There's always a bunch of collectibles to find. There's always a bunch to do in the world, in the environment. There's always a bunch of interesting and entertaining vehicles. There's so much to unlock and so much to do. So much more than a game like Grand Theft Auto. So you really do get immersed in the franchise and in the game's stories. So I really do hope they bring that into this new Mafia Sicily game. Now, as for any other information, that's it. I really have nothing else to report on regarding the game, because that was it. That is really all we know about the Mafia, the Old Country so far. So all I can say is just keep your eyes on the news. I'll obviously report on it as well, but you have to keep your eyes open for information on this game, because it's 2024, so someone is bound to leak it at some point. Leaks in the gaming world are very common these days, so it's gonna get leaked. So we're gonna see something on it before the developers want us to see what they're actually doing. So just keep your eyes on the internet. The internet, it'll be the death of gaming. But anyway, yeah. Unfortunately, that is all I could find on this, so I'm going to end the video there. So once again, I want to thank you all for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. And of course, you know the routine. If you aren't new to the channel, please make sure you smash that like button and drop me a subscribe, because it would just be your good deed of the day. Same applies if you are a returning viewer. Stay tuned for more content from yours truly. I do apologize for not uploading much lately. I have been very busy. I've got a lot going on in my personal life right now, which I'd rather not go into detail over, but it's just a lot going on and it's a lot to deal with. So I'm uploading sporadically whenever I can, whenever I get some free time. I do have a bit of a backlog to upload, so this one, I recorded it. What day is it today? I recorded this video on the 21st of August. So yeah, I don't know what day it is when this video uploads. So it's let's hope it's not too long. So yeah, thank you all once again for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. This has been Gamer Dude. Happy gaming, and I will catch you all in the next one, guys.